Hi everyone, it's Jono from Team Jasper. I want to get away from my screen for a little bit, so I am playing a game of TYPESET. This isn't a how to play. We have a how to play video. This is a let's play it together sort of thing. So if you have TYPESET, you can actually grab one of your mats and see if you can beat my score. I'll play for as long as I can, and then when I decide to stop playing and score, I'll actually reveal the next round of letters, just in case you were a player who would rather keep going. So I'm going to play as Times New Roman, since my usual color is yellow, and I'm going to play with a special ability out of the 25 available. I'm going to play with Proof. Skip a turn letter by crossing out all empty spaces in a row. They are not usable or scoreable. So, usefully, if I feel like I want to skip a letter I don't want to use, and I feel like one of my words is already done, I could be like, I'm done with this row. So, yeah, let's get started. Let's see what we get. We have a T. T starts a lot of good words, especially things fit with H, R, a lot of good vowel choices. So I think it's safe that a T word's going to be long. So I'm going to put it there. Mainly because I want to make sure it's long, because I want to make sure I reach that space easily. G. It'd be great if we had an E, because I could go for something like tangible. But I'm going to start a G word, and I think it's going to be a little trickier, so I'm going to put it down here. A B. Actually, unlike me, I don't want to jump into a word just yet. Okay, that I can work with. So BAT is going to be a pretty safe move. Because then we can also turn it to bath, bathing, bathes. A few other options. Finally, C. Ooh, let's put that there. Okay, so now we're fighting for an HES for batches, I think is like what we're going for. So we're going to stay in play. Sorry if I'm going kind of too fast for you. I recommend pausing if you are actually playing along. I'm just fitting this in before I run out for lunch, so I'm just kind of seeing if I can score. And I am trying to keep in mind like solo rules. Solo rules is score above 40 points and use the power 3 times. So I should be able to do that just fine. R. So that's where that T is going to come in, because there's a lot of choices for a TR. But I don't want to commit. All right. I, A, and E. Triage, which fills the spot. Oh, and we also did that with the T, so excellent. I suspect that I'm going to be using this power a little bit later in the game, unless something really messed up shows up. But P. Lots of words start with P. We've seen no S's, and I want to use an O, so I'm actually going to do God. Because I'm actually thinking godless might be an interesting breakdown. And I still have this annoying UI dealio. Okay, I could have done GUI for guy, and then put GO, and then got my wild letter, but I actually want to still have hope that I will get what I need. Wow, another G. guess we're starting another G word. Wow, all the G's. A lot of T's. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Haven't used any errors yet, so F. F is weird. F makes me feel a little worried. So I'm just not gonna place it. I'm just not gonna, F is not giving me good vibes right now. R. Probably gonna end up being pre-something, like preempt. Or prevent, right? Because if I do an E, that is kind of locking us in for some letters, and the T's are kind of running low. But we've got a wild letter. Got a wild letter. Use it somewhere nice. H's are pretty unlikely. So it feels like it's a safe chance to do an H here, just to know that it's safe. Because we do have to use that bonus letter immediately, or it goes away. Hey, I love that. I'm gonna put this down flat so I can do guide. Look at that. Excellent. Finally, T. I wish I had an N. We are going to do a trick. You can place vowels whenever you want. So I'm actually going to say that this word is going to start with a Y, which gives us the bonus letter this turn and can give us the N we need. Because if I use that E, prevent. That's what I'm talking about. Dang, that's goodbye T's. Okay. This is already really a good situation. I think it's worth going because not only do we have errors that we can still take, but we still have this ability. And this ability already, there's a freebie. If I use that ability on the prevent line, it already gets crosses out those spaces that don't exist. It's a little bit of an edge case. I'll make sure it's updated in the FAQ on our website. But, right, skip a turn by crossing out all empty spaces in a row. Oh, no, sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, no, I can't use it on this one. I have to use it on a row with empty spaces because it cannot actually be resolved without the empty spaces. So, but triage is probably gonna become triages, maybe batches, etc. But yeah, let's see what we get. M. When in doubt, there's yam, right? Don't like yam because then that row's kind of dead. But I do have to use this ability 3 times. Like that's part of gameplay. In order to win solo, you have to use the ability 3 times. So I'm actually gonna do yum. Gets that U out of there, yum. And for some reason we draw the other M. We have a place to put it. V. So this is a great chance for us to maybe use that power defensively. Because really the way we want to use the power is to use it on 7 pointers, because if we use any less, we're losing possible points. And I know that Godless is going to be great. That's going to eat up S's. So I'm actually going to use the power to ignore the V but I'm not locking myself out of triages. This is definitely one of the harder powers to solo. So we have an N. I should probably mark this off. There we go. Seems actually another excellent opportunity to ignore, so we will. F. Have we improved on our opinion of Fs? We have not. This could be guides, but I think that being batches is going to be better. Again, this could be yummy, so I'm actually going to, rather than take negative points, I'm going to ignore the F, using the power a second time, because again, I need to use it 3 times to win solo. Hey, that's great. That's an L. Gets us closer. I noticed that we don't have enough E's to pull off everything we want. Which is what wild letters are for. So we use the power a 3rd time, we do get the reward. Goodbye, V's. I'm happy to see all the V's are gone. Those can really... All the V's are gone, all the F's are gone, all the G's are gone. That's a lot of dangerous letters. That's a W. Actually, I take the -1 for the W. H. Okay. I'm actually gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold out just a bit longer. This is why I'm pushing my luck, but I think that's the right move. Okay, that's great. That's an S, so we can actually see it is worth it, more so for us to finish this and get the full points for it. X. No. No, 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 no. No X, please. We're currently at about 30 points, so I just need to get 10 more, really. So if I finish out Godless... Which gives, I need an E, an S, and an S. That's my biggest issue. Yummy's pretty good too. Interesting. Okay, before I do anything tricky, I'm actually gonna do, right? I could do Y. And then I can get rid of those, right? In order to ignore the X. I can use that to get an M. Nope, that's not gonna work. Because I need the Y. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. Do this as messily as possible as I contemplate my problem. This is supposed to be a quick game. Now I'm gonna... X ruining my day. You know what? Heart of the cards. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yummy. Cross that out. That's great. No, I'm still stuck. Because it's the end of the round. I have to commit to 5 more letters If I commit to 5 more letters, I have to price all 5. Unless I trigger something very, very particular. No, I don't have a way of getting that other E, do I? Nope, I guess I'm out. I am not going to succeed. So wow, big L on the YouTube video. Add those together, -4, 5. So 20, 27, 24, 29, 30. I didn't do that the third time. Still a nice score, but 30. Ooh, that is so tricky. Well, I'm going to still draw 5 more letters in case you decided to keep playing. This is actually a pretty advanced game with a lot of stuff out. So here we go. N. Of course, pause between these. I'm going to go nice and quick. Another N. An L. A D. And a W. All right, so my score was 30. What was yours? Thanks for playing.